Hey guys, if you want to see my review and first impressions of the new Hourglass Caution Extreme Lash Mascara and the Scattered Light Glitter eyeshadows from Hourglass, then keep on watching. Alright guys, so if you've been keeping track, initially I wasn't going to purchase any of these Hourglass glitter potted eyeshadows because I was like, they'll probably just perform just like any other kind of cream eyeshadows, and I have quite a few favorites already. But upon closer inspection, when I saw pictures online and stuff, it did look slightly different, like it was more kind of intensely packed glitters in this jar and kind of it looked kind of less creamier, more like just really super fine glitters for a very kind of reflective effect. So that really got me interested in testing out a couple shades. So I got two shades for us to test out today together. One is kind of a pinky shade, rose gold shade, and one is more of like a smoky, taupey shade, perfect for everyday or evening looks. So really excited about that. And then I also got, like I said, the Hourglass Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. So that I was really kind of pumped about getting since the beginning, so I knew I was gonna get that. I'm all for mascaras that say they will volumize, lengthen, lift. I need all of that. I don't have the longest lashes, so mascara is always a must for me on a daily basis. So yes, let's test out these Hourglass Scattered Light Glitter potted shadows now. So this is what they look like. They're in these cute little pots, or jars rather. And so the kind of taupey looking one is in the shade Smoke. And the kind of light pinkish rose gold shade is in the shade Reflect. So let me just open up one of these to show you what they look like, okay? Because I read the directions. I haven't swatched anything yet, but I have kind of unscrewed the cap and looked to see what they were talking about. So there is, in fact, a kind of plastic stopper in here that they say to keep, don't discard it. So once you apply the product, put that stopper back in there. So let me show you what it looks like. So once you unscrew the top, you can see there's that plastic stopper right in there. And I haven't tested out either of these shades. Look how pretty that light pink is. This would be a gorgeous everyday shade too. It just looks less creamy than the typical cream eyeshadow, so I was very intrigued by this. The glitters just look very, very, very kind of densely packed in there. It seems more straight up glitter than just a cream shadow. Because of that, I think that's why they put this stopper in, to really just tighten everything up so that the shadow doesn't dry out. It seems like it would dry out very easily, and then all that would be left would just be straight up glitter flakes with nothing really holding the glitter together. So yeah, this is the shade Reflect. The directions also say to apply this with your finger, and then you can layer it easily if you want more of an intense look. Normally I apply my cream eyeshadows with a brush, just because, a synthetic brush, like a flat synthetic brush, just because it's less messy. But I am going to follow the directions. They know what they're talking about. They created these products, so I'm guessing finger application is going to work better just because of how kind of unique the formula is of this cream shadow. Alright guys, so normally when I apply cream eyeshadows, I don't lay down any like MAC paint pot or anything, which is what I typically use to set my eye area before I go in with eyeshadows, just because I have super oily lids. So I was just stunned. I've been using this Fenty eye primer for the last week, just, you know, every day. And I was very skeptical about this going in because nothing has really worked for me because, like I said, I have super oily eyelids. No eyeshadow primer that has been marketed as an eyeshadow primer has really worked for me, just because I just look like a hot, oily mess. The eyeshadow starts, you know, melting off my face. I know it sounds really gross, but it's true. So that's why I've just settled on MAC paint pots. Those kind of work the best for me. And I just set them with kind of a skin tone eyeshadow and then go in with all my other eyeshadows. because the cult favorite, you know, the Urban Decay Primer Potion, I think it's called, did not work for me. That did not do me any favors. I look like a hot mess, guys, a hot mess. But back to this kind of amazing product. This is amazing if you have like oily lids like me. And one of the best things about this too is that it dries clear, and also, oh my goodness, this stuff really, oh, that was, oh, my dog was just coughing in her sleep. That scared me. Oh my goodness. She's asleep with all her 4 legs in the air. Oh my gosh, my dog. Oh, she's so cute. But anyway, so, what was my point? I think I lost my train of thought now. Oh yeah, so another great thing about this is that it seems to like kind of bring out all the tones of eyeshadows to kind of another level. Like it really just makes the eyeshadows look super vibrant. I really think it brings out the eyeshadows to their full effect, no matter the brand, of course, it doesn't matter. But this stuff is pure magic, and I was shocked. So now I found that I can either use MAC paint pots or use this. And not only if you have oily eyelids, but if you live someplace that's super humid, you know, this will really just kind of make everything stay in place. So I love this stuff. Even though I normally do not put down primer before using my cream eyeshadows, because it's a cream eyeshadow, you don't need a primer. But just looking at these and how they're telling you to apply it, I am going to use a primer, because it really does look like a drier kind of glittery eyeshadow, not kind of a super creamy cream shadow. We'll lay this down on my eyes and then we'll dig in. Oh, and all I've done so far, this actually isn't shadow. All I did was I lined my upper and lower lash line with a dark brown eye pencil, and then I just smudged out my smudged out my brown eye pencil into my lid. And I did the same thing underneath my eyes. So that's it. It's not eyeshadow, it's an eye pencil. So anyway, I'm going to go over that with this, and it dries clear, so bonus. Okay. Alright guys, so primer has been applied. So let's go in with this light pink shade Reflect and use it on the first half of my eyelid. And let's just see what happens. Okay, it is very kind of smooth, very smooth. And the glitter effect, it's thinner than other kind of typical cream shadows. And the glitters are super, super, here, can you see that? Glitters are very, 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 very fine. So it looks a lot more kind of elegant looking, kind of upscale, kind of more, I don't know, kind of looks like money, you know, that kind of look. Not just kind of the generic glitter cream eyeshadow. It just looks very expensive. And look at that shine too. Okay, let's get closer. Oh my god, I can already see it. This is amazing. I know I'm probably blocking your view, but look at that. Look at that. Do you see that? Oh my god. Oh my gosh, this is pretty. Let's do the same thing to the other side. God, I can't get over how pretty this looks. All right, let's try layering it. Ah, there's no fallout. Yeah, when you have this on your eye, it really does look like straight super fine glitters, or like a powder eyeshadow comprised of super fine glitters. It doesn't apply looking like a cream eyeshadow, actually. Oh my god, this is so pretty. And because when you apply it, the finish is more of a super fine glitter eyeshadow kind of powder type finish, it's very easy to kind of blend with your finger and you won't have any harsh lines, which I appreciate. It is very, very like I said, upon looking at it, very elegant looking. Really pretty. Now let's use the second kind of more smoky shade on the outer half of my eyelids. So this is what the shade Smoke looks like. Let's pat this on the outer half of my eyelid. Alright, so on my ring finger right here, I have Smoke. As I was swirling my finger in the jar, some of the glitter kind of came apart. So it is really just super fine glitter. I think just kind of bonded together with something. I'm not a chemist, but it's bonded together with something, but that's why it applies looking like a powder shadow. It is not creamy. You can even see it on especially with this shade on my finger. It's a tiny bit crumbly, but still really gorgeous. Oh wow. I love this shade. I think this is my favorite shade of the two that I got. It's just this really kind of sexy, kind of elegant glitter looking eye, and there's no fallout. So even though there was a bit of that chunkiness, you know, maybe it was a little drier, maybe that plastic seal wasn't completely down, I don't know. I just bought it. It was, I just opened it up for the first time today, so, but look at that. Look at that. Let's do the other eye. Alright guys, so I just put my finger back in that jar, so you can kind of see that chunkiness, what I was talking about a second ago. So you see those tiny kind of glitters, all kind of, so you see those tiny glitters all kind of in that ball right on the tip of my finger. But I still have not had any fallout. Layer this. You know I want that intense shine. Okay, I'm going to take what's left of that smoky shade and put it underneath my lower lash line. So now let's see if it stays, because I have no glitter. I have no glitter glue. I have no eye primer under my eye. So let's see if this stays. Okay, it stayed, but it's messy. It's way kind of all over the place. Let me see if I can fix that, because they say don't use a brush. So you can't be that precise with your finger, but let's see. See, now I look like I just put glitter kind of bam under my eye. Looks like a little kid did it, but let's see. I think I can clean it up with concealer or something. Ah, crap. It's okay, guys. Okay, so even without eye primer, there's absolutely no fallout. It's just not convenient to apply these shades under the eye because you cannot use a brush. They've said do not use a brush. You won't have any kind of intensity. So yeah, when you use your finger, you can't be precise. So I would just say stick to the lid area or the inner corner area, not underneath the eye. But I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side just so it's equal. See guys, it's still really pretty. There's no fallout underneath my eyes, but it's just super kind of like not precise. But I mean, it could still be kind of like a grungy type of look, you know, it's okay. Alright guys, now let's see if these blend out, if there's fallout when you attempt to blend it out. So, I'm gonna try and blend out the shadows up here, just so, blend it out. I mean, they're pretty nice because they apply like a powder, so there are no harsh lines. Like with a typical cream shadow, the lines are quite harsh and you have to blend them out. No fallout. There's not much you have to blend out, but it's nice to know that you can. I'm shocked. Absolutely no fallout. See guys? I like it. Alright guys, just to make this a full-fledged review, I decided to take a tiny synthetic brush like this, put a little bit of the light pink shade in Reflect on here, and let's try to place this underneath my lower lash line towards the first half. Let's see if this works or not. Yeah, you can't really see anything. Nothing is coming off the brush, so they are correct. I just have little specks of pink glitter now. Okay, I gotta fix that now. So they are totally right. Finger application is the only way to go. Super messy with my finger, but there's no fallout. As you can see, there's no fallout. It is messy though, in the sense that it's just super messy. You just can't be precise with your finger when applying underneath your eyes with these types of shadows. So I went lower than I thought I was going to go with this glitter shadow, but it's okay, it's no problem. Before I leave today, I can totally clean it up with concealer. So now let's move on to the Hourglass Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. Let's see how this works. And can I just say, this mascara is probably the prettiest mascara I've ever owned, and it's quite heavy. It is heavy. I feel like I could knock someone upside the head with this, and they totally pass out. But yeah, this is really pretty. I love it. You know, just with reflective surfaces, you know, you get your fingerprints all over it, but it is gorgeous, and it's in the same kind of triangular shape as all their kind of stick foundations and their stick cream highlighter, so they're keeping with that sort of aesthetic. It's really pretty. So I just got a little closer for you guys. So my lashes are already curled, so now let's see what the wand looks like. Okay, I think I will like this. Right, so here's the wand, and let's just see how this applies the mascara, if the claims are true or not. Okay, so they said that this will volumize, lengthen, lift. Let's see. Oh, wow. There are no clumps at all. I hate that when mascara is like clumpy and you end up looking like you have 3 lashes. This is really pretty. Okay, let's do one more layer. Let's see if it clumps. Huh, no clumps. No clumps, guys. This is really pretty. I wouldn't say it makes you look like you have like false lashes or anything, but it does make my lashes look pretty darn good. This is probably the best my lashes will ever look, because I do not have the longest lashes. You can see the difference between both of my eyes right now. So let's do the other side. Wow, guys, I love how my lashes are not clumped together. This is a really nice mascara. It is definitely up there, definitely like in my top 5 mascaras. So I am going to apply this on my lower lashes now. Alright, so now after applying this mascara on my bottom lashes, it still looks great. Really great mascara. I'm just really happy I purchased this, guys. I think you guys won't be disappointed either. The price tag is just a bit hefty, but if you guys were to get this, I think you would love it too. Alright, guys, so just as a recap, would I recommend these? Yes. These are super unique, very kind of different than I thought they would be. They weren't the cream shadows I was expecting, and that's not a bad thing though. The finish of these on your eyes is more so, as you can see, a kind of powder eyeshadow with a super very reflective kind of glitter finish because of how tightly packed these fine glitters are. So this is a very unique eyeshadow, and I'm really enjoyed them. Would I recommend these? Yes. If you want more of kind of like an elegant, kind of expensive looking glittery eyeshadow that is just very, which I think is just very sexy. Like, I really think it's more of an understated glitter, if that makes sense. It's more of like a wet, glittery eye. This is the type of product where you will just look like you're kind of like walking on the red carpet or something. It just looks like a very nice, kind of expensive looking product, and I would definitely recommend this. I'm obsessed with both shades, but particularly the smoky shade, the shade that I put on the outer portions of my eye. I just love this shade. I would totally wear this, not just in the evening, but all over my eye, and then kind of blend it out with a brush, like, because I know now there's no fallout. It would just be a pretty kind of very simple, easy, smoky eye look to do, you know, evening or in all days. I really think I found some new kind of favorite eye products for the end of this month. Honestly, like these two, and then this this mascara. My goodness, all of these are just A pluses in my opinion. The only negative, okay, there are no negatives for this, just the price, you know, but what can you do? For these, the only negative that I can see personally is that because you can only apply them with your fingers, it just gets too messy underneath your eye to apply this underneath the eye. So it sticks to application on the top of the eye, on the lid, because you don't have to be as precise, and then you can blend everything out with a brush. There's no fallout. But if you want to place it under your eye like I just did, even though it's a little messy, you can do that and just clean it up with concealer. This was a good day. This was a good first impressions and review day. I love all of these products, and I would recommend all of these products to you. Alright guys, so that's the end of this review, first impressions of these awesome Hourglass products. So, hopefully you'll be able to get your hands on these if you haven't already, because they are just amazing. And so many of these shades, if you go on the Sephora website, are already sold out. I think there's only 1 or 2 shades left, but of course they'll restock them. But I'm just saying, you know, don't sleep on it. These are just amazing, very unique kind of products. The effect is very different than I thought it would be, and I'm just kind of maybe a bit in love with them. They're really nice. Yeah, I would definitely recommend them, and the mascara is just really nice too, like I said, just very flattering, especially on my kind of non-existent lashes. So yeah guys, hope everything is going well with you. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.